I left Iran to continue my higher education because it was difficult to get to universities in Iran. So I left Iran for India to continue my education.
And I went to India as well to study. We had a conference and we met each other there for the first time, and then I went back to my place and I had a letter from Ali that he wanted to come and see where I live. So he came and he proposed to me.
I finished university in 1983 and Bita finished almost at the same time. So we decided to leave India for another country. Australia was one of the countries who were helping Iranian Baha'is after the Islamic Revolution to come and settle due to the persecution in Iran. So I applied to come to Australia, and once we got married, then Bita has applied as well, so and we came from India to Australia.
But I think my first impression of Australia was, when we landed in Sydney, I thought it was heaven, because it was so different, from Iran and India. People were happy, they looked very happy, everything was nice, clean, tidy. And even the color of, the clothes that people were wearing, it was all very happy colors, which was really different than in Iran, because in Iran usually, women wear very dark colors, black, brown, gray. So that was my first impression, that I thought, oh, this is a beautiful country, and I was very glad to be in Australia.
Oh God, the Baha'i community in Australia sponsored us to come to Australia. So we wrote to them, we say, yeah, we're coming, we're arriving in Sydney such a day, suggest a small country town to us so we can go and settle there. We traveled for 6 hours, really hardly you could see anyone. Till you get to a town, then you can, there are a few people in the town. Really, we didn't know where Wagga is. We knew that if we catch the bus 8 o'clock in the morning, so we arrive here about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We didn't know what route he's taking. Even we didn't look on the map where it is. So we just trusted our friends that they're suggesting a good place to us. And the friends here, they say, yeah, it's nice, come and stay with us and see for yourself. They showed us great hospitality. Really, we liked it. And next day we went and looked for a flat to rent, and really the third day we were in our own flat. We didn't look back since.
I suppose wherever you go, the beginning is a little bit hard. And our education wasn't recognized, so that was the other thing, that it was really hard for us, to study in India with language problem, and then we came here and they said, no, your degrees are not recognized.
But we persevered with it. I had few jobs, temporary jobs, with different companies and different institutions. But finally, after 18 months, I got a permanent job, and really since then I've been working. No, we are very happy. I count my blessings every day, because we didn't know whether my parents were okay or not. We couldn't communicate. Even writing letters, phoning them, we had to be very careful. We couldn't say lots of things. And my dad lost his job a few times because of his religion. So we were very, very worried for them, that whether they were alive, whether they would have any problems. So I was really happy when my parents came to Australia.
Because my daughter was living here, we came here for visit her and her family, and after that we decided to stay here because we had problem in my country, and my daughter decided to stay here, and she tried to get visit for us. When I arrived here, about 1 month, we stay in my daughter's house, and after that we decided to go to another separate house. My daughter contact with a lady in San Isidro, and she said, okay, we have a house, they can come here and live here. And we went there, And the first time we couldn't turn on the heater. The next day, my friend, they are living in San Isidro, she saw us, and my husband said, I am not well. The weather was cold last night and I couldn't sleep. And then that night it was dark. And I heard somebody is knocking the door. My husband said, no, don't go and open the door. I said, maybe somebody is important thing to tell us. And he said, no, don't go because it's dark.
It was at 9 o'clock, dark and cold. They came to my home and brought for me hot bottle. I cried.